Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified.
Got a variety of things going on right now. I've got a little self-improvement, but some improvement projects on some of the items that I've picked up at garage sales over the last month or so. So I had a bunch of crates. I'm going to pop up some pictures right here of the crates. They were extremely dirty. Nobody wants to buy the dirt, so I got to clean it. And I apparently am the only person who's going to buy the dirt. So I have scrubbed these out, and they're on the porch drying in the sun. So hopefully those will be dry soon. And then I'm going to do something that is a little controversial for some people. I'm going to protect them with like a drying oil. I'm going to put a teak oil on it. And I know for a lot of people, they just leave them as they are. Unfortunately, that means when they get dirty again, because a lot of people are putting plants and things in these boxes, when they get dirty again, they're going to need to be washed again. And I'm going to run into the same situation where people don't want to wash raw wood. Obviously, it soaks up the water. People get a little nervous. It can warp. That's a concern. It's still got to be cleaned in my world, but I have had pieces warp. But there's no other way really to clean dirt, like literal dirt that somebody had put in to plant plants. So now I've cleaned all the dirt out of it. Once they get dry, provided they don't warp or, fall apart in some way, I will put like a protection on them so that the next person, if they do want to plant in it, and they'll be able to clean it out more easier. So that's one of the projects I'm working on today. The other project is this guy. He's a little creepy, not gonna lie, but it is black cat season. And I like him, but the only problem is he's painted in a matte paint. You can see that. And you can see what happens with matte paint. So any kind of rubbing or anything rubbing against it is going to leave a mark that you can't get off. So in order for this to look as pristine as possible, we need to take care of this problem. I'm not repainting it, but I am putting a smoked glaze over it, which should hopefully take care of this issue. If it doesn't, we can always repaint it. It's those eyes for me, boy. Scared kitty. We can always repaint him because it's just a ceramic. It's cute enough. It's a candle holder. Somebody for Halloween will probably like it very much. But I am going to use a smoked glaze over it, which is a black glaze. That's it. That's all it is. And hopefully there's a lot of little white marks on its head. I mean, it just doesn't, they don't come off, right? So it's not as cute as I would like it to be. Like it's, my dog just laid down out there. Mago sighting. If I'm going to charge good money for this, it needs to be as pristine as possible. So we're going to clean them up. We're going to clean it up. And that's a lot of what I do, is just cleaning up the pieces that I buy and then reselling them. Does that mean I'm doing techniques you may not know about? Possibly. Like, maybe. Not every video will be. Let me find my glaze. Love when things are right where I left them. Smoked glaze. So you can see from the label, it's not the brown glaze, it's the smoked. And that's usually got like a dark gray, black tone to it. Let's get this open, and I'll know after my first wipe on if it's going to work or not. And then we'll know if we have to crack out the paint instead. I have plenty of black paint. We can paint it black. but I'm going to do this first. And every time I open a black paint or a black glaze, I'm always weirded out because it looks blue every time. So we're going to hit this bit up here. I think that's going to work. Yeah, let's put a hairdryer on it, find out. Well, that looks good to me. All the white is gone, so I'm going to continue on with the glaze. I'm just going to glaze the whole thing. All right, let's get Kitty dry. Okay. He's perfect. All of the little white marks are gone. He's now more of a semi-gloss than a matte. Pretty much any matte surface, matte paint on furniture, matte paint on ceramics, they're a little more maintenance. They're a lot more difficult to maintain because they show everything. I mean, matte surfaces on furniture will get fingerprints on them, and it's just like oil will soak in, and it's just not my favorite finish. Matte is not my favorite finish, but like a semi-gloss or a satin finish, much better. But this one, people are gonna like this more because it's not dinged up. It doesn't look like it's had a life, you know. So I did notice while I was putzing around with it that when you look through the hole in the bag, so it's a candle, the eyes are cut out, so the eyes will glow from the candle. That'd be kind of cool for Halloween. Who made this? Made in Taiwan. Well, I think it's better. It's remade in America, and it's much better, I think. Much better in the semi-gloss. So he'll get a price tag, and he'll be in the booth for fall and Halloween. Now, I'm just waiting for those wood boxes to dry, and then hopefully we can get those cleared up today too. Okay, so the boxes are dry. These two are all right. They didn't warp, but the larger box did. So it didn't come very clean inside. And because of this warping situation, I'm not going to try and clean it again. I'm just going to do the outside, and the inside is going to have to be what it is. Because if I put any more water on this, we could make the situation a whole lot worse. Definitely was not warped like this before I washed it, but it had to be washed. I mean, the outside looks better. The inside looks better. I mean, it literally had dirt in it, and now it's got some dirt in it, but not like it was a layer of dirt like they had planted in this box. We're going to do what we can. So I've got a chip brush. This is a disposable brush, and then teak oil. This is a drying oil. Just brings out the natural colors and preserves the exterior. So that's what I'm gonna do. I need to find a cup to put the teak oil in, or a can. I have a can in my kitchen. Hang on, let me go to my recycling bin. The recycling bin never lets me down. So an old cereal cup. Yeah, I got a deal on these. But this was in the recycling, and we can put the teak oil in it. Cans are always wonderful. Tuna cans, soup cans. Just never know what you're going to need out of your recycling. If I don't need it, it gets recycled. But every week it's like, do I have something in there I can use? Just find it. So let me get you guys switched around so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to preserve these boxes. So teak oil and tung oils are considered drying oils or penetrating oils, and they're meant to preserve wood without really changing it. It's just enhancing it, which is what I want to do. It'll just bring out the colors and it'll protect it. See? Of course, we want to do the inside. And this oil will absorb right into the wood. I don't need to do anything but brush it on. Using a well-ventilated area. You don't want this like fuming up your house. That's that. This is a finish I love to put on natural wood. I like tung oil better, but this will work. I've been having a tough time finding tung oil for some reason. Now I'll let that dry and get that flipped over to the bottom as well. But it's just, it enhances the wood. Just looks beautiful. When it's dry, it'll be great. And then I'll do the other two. Get the bottom. Okay, so they're mostly dry. It's gonna be like a couple days of drying, but these are now protected. The next person can wipe it down, wash it off without having to worry about, you know, it's not like a, what am I trying to say? Like a clear coat. We're not doing like a clear coat on this, but it is protected to some extent. So, I mean, if you left water sitting in it, it's still gonna be a problem. But I'm happy that it's protected and just a little bit protected, right? So that, I don't know, generations to come, you know, like it's not gonna fall apart. People are putting so many plants and succulents and like to just making these beautiful arrangements, and it's like, all right, how do we keep it intact And how do we keep it from like falling apart? I may clear coat the big one because I wasn't able to get all the dirt out of it. I know. Dirt's natural, right? We just seal it in. But the big one turned out really cute too. So it doesn't really harm the box in any way, the graphics, anything like that. It just protects it. Just gives it a little extra bit of protection. So that's all I'm doing today is I've just got some cleanup. I did cleanup today on a couple projects and that's it. And then we have other projects that need to come in so I can get these out the door, get the bigger projects in. It's like the little stuff has to get taken care of too. I had to clean a bunch of crocks while I was waiting for this to dry. And now I have to take the paint off those and that'll be another project. But yeah, so that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Happy junking. Bye.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.